Hello. Hello. Welcome to our 30th anniversary conference. Thank you for being here. Today and tomorrow we'll be discussing everything from the rising American electorate to the 2016 map to the biggest issue no one's talking about, redistricting. It's exciting. But before we get to that, I wanted to take a few moments and introduce myself to you all. I am the Vice President of Research at Emily's List, which means you might not see me as often, but my work is everywhere. I make sure our candidates have all the research they need to be successful. I track key legislation on Capitol Hill and in the states and analyze how it impacts women and families. I work with our teams to identify possible candidates from across the country and making sure that they support our issues. I also brief our staff on the critical news of the day, also known as explaining what net neutrality really means. I grew up in Columbus, Ohio, where I'd planned to, where I'd planned to go to law school. I took the test, applied, even had roommates ready and waiting for me. But a few months before I had to go, I just knew it wasn't going to scratch that movement itch. I wanted to make a difference. So I sat down at my desk and I literally Googled women, Washington, D.C., and jobs. Yes, I Googled it. It's a key skill for any good researcher. Well, you can guess what popped up. Emily's List was my first political job. From there, I worked as a researcher for Hillary Clinton's 2008 presidential campaign, the Service Employees International Union, the Democratic National Committee during Justice Sotomayor's and Kagan's confirmations, and in 2011, I returned to where it all started for me, Emily's List. In addition to my work at Emily's List, I'm also the executive director of American Women, our new nonpartisan research organization affiliated with Emily's List. Our goal at American Women is to amplify the voices of women from across the country into the halls of power. Through strategic research and messaging, we're working to identify and amplify the stresses of women's daily lives, the real battles they're facing, and to make sure policymakers write laws that actually improve women's lives, not harm them. Women's economic security is our main priority. We want to make sure that women and families have a fair shot to get ahead. From equal pay for equal work, raising the minimum wage, paid sick days, paid family leave, access to affordable, quality childcare, and the ability to have a family on your timetable, not your boss's. These are the issues that we're pushing on every day, because women's leadership starts when the barriers to our success are taken down. Half our country's population is working with one hand tied behind their backs. Imagine what it would mean for our families, our communities, our economy, if women took the reins with both hands. Thank you for your amazing support. None of this would be possible without you. Now get your pen and paper ready because you'll want to take notes on this next panel. Redistricting is the key component to a Democratic majority in Congress, but we only have 3 elections to get it done, and the work starts today. Thank you.